Hello, Luke Michael Howard from Hypnosis, aka the Hypnopunk with Melanie Germain. We're going to do a little bit more hypnosis today. It's what content-free work. So see sometimes how I work with my clients. If they've got an issue that they want to work on, but they don't want to talk about it, or they're not quite sure, this can actually work when someone's not quite sure what it is they're working on, but just be aware that there's something they need to work on. Is there an event, a memory, something that happened in the past, or a negative emotion, limited decision, just something, some kind of memory that when you think about it doesn't fill you with the best emotion in the world, and you maybe want to clear it?
Yeah.
You got some?
Yeah.
We don't necessarily need to know what it is, but is it an emotion that you want to clear, or a belief? It's an emotion.
Yeah.
Are you aware of what it is consciously?
Yeah.
All right. Could I ask maybe what the emotion is?
Shame.
Shame. And on a scale of 0 to 10, if 10 was like total shame and 0 was no shame at all, if you think about it now, where would it be?
It would be a good 9.
A good 9?
Yeah.
Cool. You want to get rid of it?
Yes.
Of course, we're going to use the technique that we used in a video recently for exercising with Melanie, but we're going to do a slightly different version of it. Okay, if we do some hypnosis to clear this stuff up?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Do this.
And again, we could do this even if you're not aware of what the thing is, but that there's something you want to clear. So, I'm going to raise your arms 3 times in a minute. Actually, this arm,
okay.
As I raise it up, your eyes will close. As I slowly, softly push it down, your eyes will open. Probably going to do that 3 times, maybe less. We'll see how it goes. You don't have to do anything consciously. Is that all right? Okay. Cool. So I get you just to look at something out there in front. You don't need to pay any particular attention to me as I just lift up this arm now, and you can just allow your eyes to close. That's right. And your unconscious mind can hold your arm now all by itself right now. And that's right. And given that we've already set up a yes and a no a little earlier on today, if you can hear me, let me know. That's right. Is your name Luke? Is your name Kelly? Is your name Melanie? That's right. And as those fingers relax right now, I'd like you to find the memory that Melanie, that the Hypnopixie wants to clear. Find the memory and let me know with a yes when you've got that memory. Once you've got that memory, give me a clear signal for yes. Thank you, and you can relax that finger now. Folks, people watching at home, I've already established the yes and a no with Melanie before. This is her yes finger, the index, the middle finger is her no finger, the thumb is I'm not ready just yet. So that's already been established in a prior video that we've done. Melanie's unconscious mind. In a moment I'm going to ask you to play that movie, play that memory from start to finish in real time. You'll give me the yes signal when the movie begins, when the memory begins. Then you'll give me the yes signal when the memory ends. If you understand, let me know. Thank you. And as that finger relaxes now, when you're ready to start that movie, let me know by raising the yes finger unconsciously. And as that finger relaxes now, play the movie in real time in your mind. And then just give me the yes signal when it's at the end. Thank you very, very much. So Melanie's unconscious mind right now. In a moment I'm going to ask you to do that again, not just yet. I'll ask you to give me the yes finger when it begins, the yes finger when it ends. But whenever Melanie encounters that negative emotion of shame, I want you to raise the no finger to signify to me that you've hit shame in that and that we're releasing it. So every time you feel shame in that memory, you're going to allow your no finger to raise. As that finger drops down, you'll be releasing more and more of that shame once and for all. And I should probably ask, Melanie's unconscious, is it okay if we release the shame from this memory? That's right. So Melanie's unconscious as you take control of her hands, but you relax those fingers now, understanding that holding on to negative emotions isn't what protects Melanie, isn't what keeps her safe. What keeps her safe is the learnings, the understandings. The learnings of understandings of which will allow her to let go of the emotion but keep the learning. The learning is what keeps her safe and is what keeps her balanced. Not the emotion, the emotion. Understanding that now, would it be absolutely okay to release the negative emotion and the negative emotion alone of shame? Yes or no? Thank you. And as that finger relaxes now, in a moment you'll raise that yes finger up unconsciously by itself to signify starting the movie. You'll raise it again when it finishes. And every time you hit that emotion of shame, the no finger will raise up, signifying that you've got the emotion and you're releasing it. If you understand and accept, give me the yes sign. Great. And when you're ready to start that movie, allow that yes finger to raise. As that finger starts now, playing that movie, every time you feel that emotion of shame, allow that no finger to raise by itself, all by itself. And as it drops, you release more. That's right. And as that finger drops, you release more. That's right. And as that finger drops, you release even more, letting go even more easily and effortlessly. That's right. Even more letting go now. You are doing great. That's right. Just dropping, reducing, letting that old, unresourceful emotion drop. You're doing good. Letting go more and more. It's easy to let go. You do it every day. You survived this. You survived this and became more as you let go even more now. That's right. Thank you very much. In a moment, I'm going to do exactly the same, but this time you're going to go into the memory trace even more specifically, even more with a fine-tooth comb, even more magnified everything that was going on there. Again, the yes finger will raise, not yet, but when you start the memory, the no finger will raise up anytime that you're hitting that emotion that you want to get rid of, reducing more. When the memory is finished, you'll signify with the yes finger. So when you're ready to begin the memory, begin by raising up the yes finger. That's right, as that memory starts now. That's right, letting it go easily and effortlessly. You can let go now and feel good. It's easy to let go, you do it all the time. Letting go of it all now, getting smaller and smaller, less and less, clearing it all now completely. Very good. Melanie's unconscious mind. Is there any more shame that needs to be released on this event? Could you go ahead and release that shame now in a way that feels right for you, as quickly as possible? And just let me know when it's done by giving me the yes sign nice and clearly. That's right. And now what I want you to do, Melanie, is I want you to imagine that younger version of you from that memory that you had. It had to be a younger version of you because it happened prior to this moment. In a moment, I'm going to get you to imagine that you're going to pull in that younger version of you that experienced whatever that event was in regards to shame. I want you to imagine that you're bringing her into your heart. You're actually going to physically, in a moment, reach out and bring her into your heart. Right hand over left hand where your heart or solar plexus would be, healing her up totally and completely. If that's okay with you, let me know. Beautiful. When it feels right for you to do that, to pull in that younger version of you, to make her feel totally healed and loved and accepted, you're going to reach out with both your hands consciously. Actually physically reach out with both your hands in the real world and with your other hand as well. Imagine you're pulling her inside. That's right. And imagine one hand over the other now, bringing her inside, healing her up of all the wisdom, all the love, all the empowerment, all the strength that you've accumulated as a grown woman, filling her with love, whatever the colour of love is, filling her with it, healing her totally, completely, every cell, every piece of DNA, everything inside of her, healing her up, integrating her inside of you, totally and completely, healing every part of her, filling her with light, and whatever colour that healing is for you. And take all the time you need to do that now. And when you feel that that work is done in a way that feels right for you, then and only then allow your hands to drop back down, but leaving that fully healed, integrated, younger version and older version inside you, feeling empowered, feeling so good now that you've released all that old, unresourceful, negative emotion. That's right. And when all that work's done totally and completely in a way that feels right for you, you can just allow your eyes to open, feeling great, leaving that shit behind once and for all. Welcome back. How you doing?
I'm good.
So as you close your eyes now, and you think about that thing that used to make you feel that emotion that you no longer have. Nod your head when you've got the memory. And as you go through that memory now, I know you still have the memory, at least what you think happened, it isn't really what happened, because memory is not what we think it is. But as you have that memory now, how does that feel differently, honestly?
It just feels blurry.
It feels blurry. It feels
Yeah.
blurry. And are you okay
It's
with
like,
it?
you know, it's kind of like when you hold on into something, or like you have like a massive headache or something, you know, for a while.
You did, didn't you? Yeah.
And when it's not there anymore, you kind of like the impression that you can still, you know, it's kind of like if I hold you like this,
Yeah.
when I release it, you have like that, you know, that kind
Yeah.
of like second that you still feel the hold.
Yeah.
Let's feel a little bit like that.
And as you close your eyes for a minute, if you would, as you think of that younger version that happened to, however younger that version is, when you think of that younger version of you now, how do you feel for that younger version of you now? How does she feel now?
She knows it's gonna be okay.
She knows it's going to be okay. And as you close your eyes now and you know it's going to be okay, as you know it's going to be okay right now, and you look into the future knowing it's going to be okay now, into the future, from now into the future. When you look at that now, back to the future, feeling good, knowing everything's going to be okay. When you look forward to the future, how does that make you feel differently now?
That I wasted so many times. That for it may be weird, but I kind of like realized that it was a little bit insignificant.
Insignificant. Yeah.
No, but it's like, I know at the time it caused me shame, and you know, it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
But right now I'm just like, why do I all that for so long?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because you didn't have to deal with it back then because nobody taught you, right? So you just thought, like most people figure, like, oh, I've got this emotion, I guess I have to keep it because I've got my memory and I have to keep it, because no one taught you that you can get rid of this stuff when it no longer serves you. And every emotion's appropriate to feel at some stage in your life. However, it's when an emotion sticks around that it no longer needs to be appropriate, that you can let go of it now, as the battery is dying on this camera. Thank you so much.
Thank
Hypno
you.
Pixie, I've been the Hypnopunk. If you would like to get rid of a negative emotion like shame, then please contact me at mal@lukenosis.com or call me 613-878-5874, www.lukenosis.com. Call me up and we'll have a screening call to help you release something that you don't want in your life anymore. Always believe.